Hi folks, Kieran here again. Hope you're all good. Just thought I'd do a video about my liberalism. I would consider myself a liberal. Now most people watching this will not be surprised at that if they've seen my other videos, because I'm very much a left-winger. But I don't really go in for this system of calling left-wing liberal and right-wing conservative. That's the kind of standard terminology in the USA. We don't really use that so much in the UK. I'm not against using American terminology, but I feel that liberal doesn't really sum up what left-wingers, what kind of Democrat voters or Labour voters in the UK are all about. I mean, we left-wingers, we're into equality, I think, more fundamentally, or maybe we're into a kind of more caring, sharing kind of approach to life, whereas the kind of right-wingers are more into a kind of competitive approach. So these are the kind of left-wing fundamentals. I don't think we really, to be honest, we left-wingers really into freedom. In some ways, right-wingers are more into freedom, and they're certainly just kind of business freedom. Left-wingers will typically be into more regulation in some areas, like health and safety, as just one example. So I don't consider myself a liberal for that reason, even though I am a left-winger. I basically, the way I would use the word liberal is in a dichotomy with authoritarian. I read this book a few years ago called The War for Children's Minds, I believe it's called, by a guy called Stephen Law, who is a philosopher in the UK, and that book set out maybe it's his terminology, but I thought it was pretty good terminology. Basically saying that some people are liberals and some people are authoritarians. Basically what a liberal is like in that sense is a liberal would, if they're raising a child or if they're a teacher or something, they'll tend to tell the kids to think for themselves or not defer to authority, or not kind of find out things the hard way, if you like. Find out things for yourself. Try it, don't take other people's word for it. And I'm very much all about that. I think the book claimed that during the Nazi era in Germany, liberal people were much better at not following what the Nazis were ordering them to do, the kind of bad things. And they kind of thought for themselves, and what they thought for themselves was generally stuff we would regard as being morally better. But yeah, I'm very much that kind of liberal. A little aside, the word conservative I also don't think is a brilliant term for right-wingers, because I mean, they are into conserving some traditions, but there are many traditions that I don't think they're interested in conserving. I mean, the traditions of all sorts of things that are kind of left-wing. There's traditions of people having sex outside marriage. There's a tradition of people having abortions. The tradition of workers' rights goes back a very long way. I mean, there's a lot of traditions which go back a long way, which they won't support. They don't want to conserve. So I prefer left-wing or right-wing for left-wing or for those things. But I am a liberal for the other reason. The other thing I probably should mention is in the UK the word liberal is used in politics, but it's probably means something to do with would mean what social liberal would mean in the USA. It mean for like being for gay rights and that kind of thing. And but also we got a Liberal Democrat Party, which is the middle party, the centrist party. Before that we had the Liberal, which is called the Liberal Party. Was originally the left-wing party, but for the last century it's been a kind of middle party. So liberal might mean you're a supporter of the middle party here. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. All the best.